Hey everybody, Mark Johnson here, founder and creative director of Abe Studios, back again with another episode of For the Love of Monday. Yes. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. Start to the week. Feeling productive, feeling energized, feeling ready to tackle the work week. And today's video, like I do usually, I just kind of give you some updates on the projects I'm working on, maybe some insights I had. And I was just thinking over the weekend, I was finding time to take in some Gary Vaynerchuk videos, which had really fired me up this week. Got me really inspired to tackle the week, maybe gave me some insight. For those who are not familiar with Gary Vaynerchuk, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description box below of my favorite Gary Vaynerchuk video. And, if you're not familiar with him, he's kind of a fireball, kind of a really intense guy, but I think at the same time, he's really trying to, help people, help entrepreneurs, and really give them advice that's going to be very useful to them in the long run. So definitely check that video out, or even just, put his name in the script or in the, little box up there so you can find some other videos from him. But I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can see my favorite Gary Vaynerchuk video. Outside of that, I've just been looking to progress, find ways to progress within my life and with my projects. And what I've been seeing, which has been helpful, is creating an action plan, an actual action plan, where when I say action plan, I mean, what's the next step, for this project? If I've done that step and I've done that step, what's this next step after that? And so what I've been doing lately for projects that I'm seeing that didn't have an action step or action plan, I created one. And usually what I do is kind of sit down with some scratch paper and just kind of mark out the steps, or write the steps that I would, if I was being realistic, or if I was being just kind of, just factual, what would be the next step I would take. So I'd write that down, just write down all the steps I can think of. And then I'd go back and number them, so this is number 1, number 2. So, it gives me a list about maybe 10 to 12 things that I should do as an action step to kind of see this project or this, situation come to an end or come to fruition. And I'm seeing that being very helpful, because it just kind of just gives you the next step. There's nothing else to think about it. Just do the next step. And so I think I want to be able to create that for all the projects I'm working on, or at least the ones that are really like in front of me. And it's been helpful, because it takes a lot of thinking. I think sometimes I may overthink some things at times, and it just makes it kind of clear. Outside of that, I've just been looking on take on more, being able to just really do it now, now. Just kind of get through the day and just kind of really just tackle the next step, and the next step. So by the end of the day, I got, 9, 10, 12 things that I've, pushed out of the way, but at the same time, they're pushing me towards my goal. So that's been very helpful. And finally, yes, let's do the quote of the day. Today's quote of the day is by Tony Robbins, motivational speaker. Some people call him Anthony. But his quote is that surmounting difficulty is the crucible that forms character. And I like this quote because it basically describes what a person who can handle difficult things is. It's a person who has some kind of character, and I think in those difficult times you can find out the real character of a person by how they deal with it. I know there's things that, just kind of, like a death in the family, or those kind of things are just tough to deal with, period. So it's just kind of, just let the person be, and I think, whatever that difficult time may be really shows the character of that person, or even develops the character of that person. Because, if you deal with, say you're dealing with loss, or you're dealing with, how to deal with failure, you're going to see, the seeds of how that person, develops, through those moments. And I think that's just a good quote. And so that's what I wanted to share today. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely subscribe, because I'd like to keep making videos like this. We got the Monday for the Love of Monday, and then we got Here's to the Weekend on Saturdays, and then in between there I usually try to do a go time, so definitely check those out. But yeah, if you like what I'm doing with the channel, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you want to comment on the quote, maybe you want to comment, maybe some of the things I'm doing with my action plan, leave a comment in the comment box below. Let's start a conversation. Let's see, maybe share some ideas. Maybe you have an idea about how to create an action plan that could be helpful to me. So definitely, leave that in the comment box below. And I think that's all for today. So like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. See you on the flip side. Let's go.